When one man popped the question to his partner, she couldn't wait to see the ring. However, after the hopeful guy prized open the box, his intended was distinctly underwhelmed by what she saw. Then when she discovered the receipt for the jewelry, it left her furious. But would the internet agree with her when she posted her tale of woe online? People's weddings are often enormously expensive affairs. According to a survey by media organization ATTN, for instance, the average American will spend $32,641 on their big day. But before couples can even begin to think about the expense of a dress or the perfect venue, there's usually the small matter of an engagement ring. And back in the 1930s, men were actually encouraged to spend 1 month's salary on an engagement ring. However, the origin of this guideline for male suitors was far from romantic. It actually began as a marketing ploy by the South African jewelry group De Beers. The idea was to get more people splashing more cash on diamonds during the Great Depression. Before this advertising strategy, moreover, just 1 in 10 engagement rings featured diamonds. However, the De Beers campaign was so successful that by the 1990s, 80% of proposal incentives were made with diamond jewelry. In addition, a man who planned to get down on one knee was now being encouraged to spend up to 3 months' salary to snag the partner of their dreams. And many hopefuls were willing to spend high on such an emotive purchase. What's more, thanks to the phrase "a diamond is forever," the gemstones themselves became a metaphor for the everlasting commitment of marriage. In the US today, then, men and women expect to pay somewhere between $1,000 and $5,000 for the perfect ring. So with all that in mind, some people have certain expectations of what their engagement ring should look like and how much it should cost. As a result, when one woman found that her partner's choice of jewelry underwhelmed her, she was moved to complain about it online. Specifically, in August 2017, she vented her concerns on the user forum of the parental website Mumsnet. The woman began her post by explaining that her initial impression of her engagement ring was disappointment. Indeed, although she was happy to accept the jewelry, she wrote, "The first word that entered my head was small." She continued, "There's nothing to dislike about this type of ring per se, as a diamond solitaire would have been my choice. But it's the whole thing, the color of the gold, the setting, the small stone, and relatively chunky shoulders." Yet, while the woman was unhappy with the ring, it wasn't until she saw the receipt that she became really upset. In fact, she was shocked to discover that her partner had paid just £1,300, or $1,760 for the item. She thought it a measly amount, given that the proposer earned an almost 6-figure income. "He's usually very generous," the aggrieved woman wrote in the forum post. "Having seen the receipt, I know he paid £1,300 for it, which is a lot less than I would have imagined he would have spent on such a significant piece of jewelry. Ideally, I would have loved for us to have chosen a ring together and made a special day finding one we both liked," the poster explained. "As it's something I'll be wearing every day and is such a special piece of jewelry, I wanted to really love it, and I just don't." Thus, the woman's dilemma was how to approach her future husband about the touchy subject without upsetting him or looking ungrateful. "He'll be more disappointed in me for making a fuss over it when, in my eyes, it fits and there's nothing actually wrong with it, rather than being disappointed that I'm not truly happy with it. Someone at work apparently told him that if she makes a big deal about the ring, then she's not the girl for you," she wrote. And the woman was at a loss, so she looked to the online community on Mumsnet for help. "Has anyone else been in this situation? What did you do?" she asked. However, she soon found that large sections of the forum user base were far from sympathetic to her plight. For example, one responder to her post argued that making the engagement all about the ring missed the point of the proposal. They added that they'd be disappointed if their partner did the same thing. "I mean, someone wants to commit the rest of their lives together, and you want to make a fuss over the ring?" they said. Other commenters suggested that the woman wasn't happy because the ring wasn't flashy enough, and not because she didn't like the style. "I think you sound grabby," read one blunt response. "Why is it about the size of the diamond? He's making a commitment to you. It doesn't have to be about money or flashiness." However, there were some people on the site who were sympathetic to the woman's appeal. "I would prepare to be flamed and called grabby," one user wrote. "If this is the man you intend to spend the rest of your life with, you should be able to have a conversation about this." Later on in the thread, another person reasoned, "You're the person who'll be wearing the ring and having to look at it all day every day. The cost is not as much a factor, but you must be happy with the look of the ring. Just tell him you're not keen on the setting and you'd prefer to choose another ring together." These supportive comments were few and far between, however. Elsewhere on the thread, in fact, other Mumsnet users branded the woman ungrateful and greedy. One even said that she was the worst person imaginable. And in the end, many of the replies were so negative that the original poster removed her missive from the website. But her complaint certainly sparked a lively conversation about the personal politics surrounding engagement rings. And it's worth noting that others are also less than enthused by their partner's tastes in rings. In fact, many disappointed engagement ring bearers take the first opportunity they can to trade them in. And according to a survey in 2017 by cashback website Ebates, 72% of the people questioned think that it's okay to exchange their engagement ring after marriage. Remember, you can always upgrade to a more elaborate design or expensive engagement ring on a special anniversary. And Chertoff, trend expert at online retailer Wedding Wire, told Forbes readers in July of 2017. So, with the huge amount of pressure accompanying the purchase of an engagement ring, how does one avoid the pitfalls? Well, according to Chertoff, buyers should research a style they really love rather than trying to make a big money purchase. You can find beautiful rings at every price point, Chertoff said. Perhaps not every blushing potential bride-to-be will agree with that statement, however. Check out these other videos from Let Me Know. If you haven't made the move to subscribe to our channel, all you need to do is click on that red subscribe button. Thank you for watching.